The conceit is simple, a seamless compilation of film clips showing time, clocks, watches, or a character reading them, and synchronized in real time. In that sense, the clock works as a sort of video timepiece. Come to it at 1 p.m. and see screen bells ring and workers break for lunch. 6 assistants watch DVDs for 3 years to compile over 12,000 clips, which tend towards the incidental and the banal. A bank clerk finishes work, the egg timer rings. Only occasionally does Owen Wilson hang off the hands of Big Ben, or similar. Marclay's turntablist aesthetic seems to find most joy in playing with the expectations of the 2-hour plot. Hollywood predominates, though there is a fair smattering of French Nouvelle Vague and East Asian genre movies. Certain films recur with a frequency that reflects their time-driven plots. Groundhog Day, Back to the Future, Run Lola Run. Genres cluster as expected: horror at midnight, western at noon. Groundhog Day is one of many films centering on time that recur in Marclay's work. The staple of video art as visual image is cultural artifact, recontextualized and appropriated. But Marclay's turntablist aesthetic seems to find most joy in playing with the expectations of the 2-hour plot. It made me think of Italo Calvino and Forced Entertainment, artists who take extremely conventional storytelling and subject it to a series of false starts. In The Clock, train robbers wait, but we never see the heist. Meryl Streep and Alec Baldwin romantically slip out of their bathroom robes. Cut. The time lost between sharp cinematic cuts is literalized. Jean-Pierre Léaud abandons his dinner date to make a phone call. More than an hour later he reappears, having finally left the phone booth. A still from The Clock, and the film it was lifted from. Marclay stipulates that a few all-night screenings must be made available wherever the work is shown. At Melbourne's ACMI, this is every Thursday. But, although The Clock rewards long viewing, it is not meant to be a continuous 24-hour experience. It is not a film with a beginning and end, just an endless trickle of the day, a rhythm foregrounded. It is as close to guided meditation as art can be. I have found it best to engage with the work organically and spontaneously, dropping in and out across many days. Oddly, the viewing experience is both relaxing and focusing. It is easy to dip in for a minute and stay an hour. But one is always sharply aware of the passing of time, as it ticks across so many screen clock faces. In that way, it is as close to guided meditation as art can be. At 4:05 a.m., nobody wants to be looking at their bedside clock. Credit: White Cube, Ben Westaby. Courtesy White Cube, London and Paula Cooper Gallery, New York. And that's because The Clock's most profound insights are not into cinema, but into the social nature of time. It charts more than meal times and bedtimes. Watching it, I've learned that people get mugged just after 10 p.m., and that 10:40 p.m. is when adults go to sleep. Sensible people get on and off trains around 12:20 p.m., which is also when the sick and the elderly eat. 11:15 p.m. seems to be the time of insomnia and loneliness, while 11:40 p.m. is when the best parties get going. And waking up after midday means either depression or having just met someone really special. It may be the first significant artwork for the era of global connectedness. Marclay is not above cheap gags. The editing can be distractingly on the nose, phones are dialed in one film and picked up in another, explosions turn into falling petals. But the editing also creates continuity, most notably in carefully layering sound to create a shared emotional tone. For a remarkable minute before midday, pulsating techno from Run Lola Run bleeds into the impending showdown in High Noon. Gary Cooper in High Noon. The effect is of a unity of time across space, as if asking us to consider how remarkable it is that, across continents and eras, we all eat at midday and miss trains just a few minutes later. Combined with the uncanny effect of the synchronicity with the spectator's day, my last visit to the clock ended at 1:15 p.m. It was my lunchtime, too. It is a remarkably powerful statement about the things that we all share. It is worth remarking the clock would have been impossible to make without the technologies of collaboration, information sharing and sorting. In that sense, it may be the first significant artwork for the era of global connectedness. Movie Review sorts what's on.